attention, please. Before we start our meeting, I would like to remind all of you to switch on the camera and turn off your mic. If you need to speak, please ask Ms. Chairman's permission first. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary. Can I have your attention, please? Assalamualaikum and good evening, I bid to all. I'm glad to welcome all members to the UTHM Educational Club. Thank you for coming. How's everyone? Are you guys okay?
Yes.
Are there any apologies for absent for today's meeting?
No, Ms. Chairman, everyone is here.
First of all, my name is Nurin Kashrina binti Sharif. I'm head of this club. I will be conducting today's meeting. I would like to take a moment to recognize any of you. Can you please introduce yourself first, Secretary?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rukaya. I'm from the Center for Diploma Studies and also a secretary of UTHM Educational Club.
Thank you very much. Next, members of our club, could you please introduce yourself? Any volunteers?
My name is Aina Iana binti Azhar. Call me Aina. I'm from Center for Diploma Studies.
My name is Siti Zulaika and you can call me Zulaika. I'm from Center of Diploma Studies.
My name is Nur Hazrin Ivy Nabila binti Muhammad Azul Hairi. Call me Ivy and I'm from the Center for Diploma Studies.
Okay, thanks everyone and nice to meet you. Let's begin our meeting. Today's meeting is about discussing each role and job scope of you for your upcoming event, which is academic tour to Bangkok. Before we start, Secretary, can you please briefly explain the program?
This program's objective is to learn through authentic experience, and it can be an interesting way to explore new things for both learners and teachers. As known in the title, Academic Tour to Bangkok, we will have a trip to Bangkok for 3 days and 2 nights.
All right, thank you. So for our first agenda is deciding the role for each member. To make this event become successful and smoothly, there will be 4 roles which are logistical and technical, itinerary, welfare and safety, and the last one, transportation. For the first role, logistical and technical, is there any volunteer?
Yes, Ms. Chairman, I, Zulaika, would like to volunteer in this role. I think I have a bunch of experience in this role. As you know, I usually take part in technical stuff where activities will help, and I often was in logistic team too.
Yes, I also think you're the one. Is there any objection?
No, Ms. Chairman, I agree with you. We will be delighted to have her as our logistic and technical team. I believe this team will be outstanding because of her.
Thank you. Next, I need a person in charge for itinerary. Are there any volunteer or any of you may suggest a person?
Ms. Chairman, I would like to suggest Rukaya. I believe that she has the skills to manage this role perfectly. I just saw her last week in the same role at any event. She managed the event very well, so I think she's great for this role.
Ivy, thank you for your suggestion. That sounds great. So, Rukaya, would you like to hold the position for itinerary?
Yes, Ms. Chairman, I am prepared to take the spot. To ensure that the tour runs smoothly, I will use my experiences.
Good, Rukaya. Let's move to the next role, which is welfare and safety. Are there any suggestions or any volunteers?
Mr. Chairman, since I am familiar with this role, I would like to volunteer myself in. Is there any objection?
No.
No?
Great. Thank you, Aina. We will count on you.
All right, Mr. Chairman, I will work.
Okay, I would like to appoint Ivy to take the last role, which is transportation. Are you fine with that?
Sure, Ms. Chairman. Although I am still new to this job, I believe I can handle to this position. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I hope some of you will be able to teach me.
Okay, thank you, Ivy. If anyone needs any help, you may ask others in the club or you may ask directly to me. I assume one of our agendas, which is division of role, is complete. Now I would like to proceed to the second agenda, which is discussing the work scope of every role given to all of you. We will start with Rukaya. What is your idea for this event itinerary?
Since it is a 3-day 2-night trip, we will not have much time, but we will make sure we have a lot of fun there. So basically, Bangkok is very famous for the temples, safari park, and of course the floating market. I think these 3 places will be our main highlight. But not only that, we will also explore other interesting places too, and do a lot of fun activities such as watching Muay Thai shows and river cruising. For the meals, breakfast will be provided by the hotel, while lunch and dinner at our own cost.
Okay, thank you, Rukaya. Regarding to your idea, you seem well prepared. Okay, then Aina, can you tell us about your scope for welfare and safety?
Thank you, Noreen. Firstly, welfare and safety, I will tell them to not be in a hurry since this is a fun trip. Then pay attention to your step. By paying attention to where you are walking and make sure everyone is in a group to avoid injuries. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep an eye on your personal belongings at all times and use good judgment when talking to strangers. A big part of the joy of traveling is the opportunities it affords to meet new people and learn about their cultures. But if someone near you is acting suspicious or you feel uncomfortable, leave the area immediately. I'm sure this goes unsaid, but remember to place all trash in the garbage bin. Please pay attention to the time. We don't want to keep the driver waiting. Be punctual because the bus will be arriving on time. We'll have some free time to look around after lunch. We suggest only carrying small amount of cash. These rules are for your own comfort and safety.
Alright, what is your opinion on this, Zulaika?
It's a good idea. Hope that everyone can give the best cooperation and be punctual to ease our journey. Everyone must be aware for our safety and do not only depends on safety committee.
Thank you, Zulaika. Let's move on to another job scope for the Accommodation and Logistics Committee. Do you have any idea?
Thank you, Noreen. For logistic and technical, we already remind them by email and WhatsApp group to bring their own passport and traveling bags. We also remind them for those who do not have passport to apply their own passport at Immigration or Department of Malaysia. And for your information, UTHM already approved our application to lend their camera for our recording and photography. Next, for our accommodation, after doing some surveys, I decided to choose Star Hotel that located at downtown Bangkok for our accommodation. Later, I will prepare a name list for them to list their roommate's name where a room is for 6 persons. I also will provide a checklist for them so that their belonging is enough. Not only that, we also provided other equipment such as charger, laptop, and extension wire for any emergency case. Last, I also did not forget to remind them to bring their own money and their other personal needs. Thank you.
Thank you, Zulaika. As I told you before, if any of you have any difficulties, you can always ask for our help. Alright, that leaves us with another scope of work to discuss about transportation. Can you tell us about your job scope, please, Ivy?
Thank you, Noreen. So for transportation, participants will go to Bangkok from KLIA by flight at 10 a.m. and arrive at Suvarna Bhumi Airport at 12:40 p.m. After that, we will take an airport bus to go to a star hotel that will take about 1 hour. Along our activities for day 1 and day 2, we will use a van that we rent from vehicle rental company there to facilitate our travels there. But at last night, we will experience a tuk-tuk ride to have our meal. For the last day, we will take the BTS, that is the SkyTrain, and then transferring to the airport rail link. The airport rail link will drop off directly at Suvarna Bhumi Airport, and we will go back to Malaysia using flight at 5:45 p.m.
Okay, Ivy, thank you very much for your explanation. For today's meeting, I think that's all. Does anyone have an objection or comment to add?
No.
No.
Alright, I would like to turn it over to our secretary, Rukaya. Before we finish our meeting, can you sum up today's meeting?
To sum up everything, we will go to Bangkok by flight with our passport ready. Upon arrival, we will check into the hotel for 2 nights and explore this incredible city with a very interesting list of attractions. Not to forget, everyone must be alert with their surroundings all the time.
Thank you, Rukaya. Can you remind us about the next meeting?
Our next meeting will be held on 22nd January 2021 at the same time and on the same platform. All members are required to attend.
Alright, that's all for the meeting today. At the next meeting, we will meet again. Don't forget to proceed your work. I declare this meeting to be closed. With that being said, the meeting is now adjourned. You should dismiss yourself.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.